What is going on, you guys? What is going on? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same. What is going on, y'all? Okay, we are here to discuss the Carlos King interview with Diamond, but we're not going to talk about the whole thing because I know that's not what y'all are here for. Mm-mm. We're not here to talk about the whole thing because the only thing that you guys want to hear and talk about is what was going down with she had to say about Erica Dixon and Scrappy and Bambi and everybody like that. Now, you guys, I'm well aware that Martell was arrested today for DV. This is not the video for that. We will be doing a live later on tonight about that. So once this live is over with, I will be making a link and I will be setting it out there for you guys to set your reminders for. We will be discussing that later on today. We won't be discussing it here on this live. But however, we will be going live a little bit later to discuss it because you guys do know that I'm going live today to talk about Love and Hip Hop right after the show. So maybe about 2 hours after that live is over, we'll be going live. It'll be a little late night live where we'll be talking about Martell Holt and him being arrested for domestic violence. We'll be talking about that later on tonight because this was already scheduled, and I just want to stay on. I just want to stay on schedule. Okay. Y'all been getting videos pretty much all day today. Y'all got a video this one. Y'all got 2 videos this morning. Y'all got 1 video not too long ago. And then you got this one. This is like the 4th video y'all done got today. So your boy been working. So we'll be talking about Martell later on today. Don't y'all worry. We definitely will be talking about that later on today. I literally was asleep. That's why this live started late anyway. I was literally asleep. And then I woke up to all these DMs from people sending me the record and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll be talking about that later today. All right, y'all. So we're about to go ahead and get into this interview, and I fast forwarded to the parts that you guys really want to hear, and that is what is really going on right now between her, Scrappy, and Bambi and Erica Dixon and stuff like that. So she will be talking about that. Let me see what y'all saying down here. It said, well, hell, it's cold. I would be asleep. Baby, I was knocked out, honey. I was knocked the hell out. All right. So let me put this overlay up here real quick while I get the stuff together because I'm just gonna let it play. Like I'm not gonna put it on the screen. We gonna listen to it together and then we're gonna give our commentary on this. Okay. So we're about to go ahead and get into this thing right now. It's like 56 of you guys up in here so far. We're headed towards 100. As you know, as normal, we're headed towards 100. So thank you guys for tuning in. And also thank everybody who has been subscribing, child. I got a little boost of subscribers over the last couple of days. Y'all are really, really, really supporting me right about now, and I really do appreciate it. I guess what I'm doing, I guess the change that I've been making is really, really working because the people are coming through. All right. And I appreciate that. I really do. All right, you guys. So I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say this, you guys. The interview was good. The entire interview, this whole interview was actually pretty good. This whole entire interview was actually good. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell y'all no lies. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. Like it was only an hour or so long, and it was a good interview. It was very decent. Like she went into a lot of things, but I know what y'all want to hear. And y'all, with all the mess that was going on yesterday and how Carlos King pretty much promoted it, we're gonna talk about the last I want to say the last 30 minutes of this interview, because that's pretty much what it was given. It was the last 30 minutes of this interview. So we're gonna listen, we're gonna do a listen, we're gonna do a play along, commentary, all that other good stuff. And this live probably not gonna be that long. I don't even foresee this live even being an hour long, maybe about 45 minutes at the most, So let's go ahead and get into it. Once I start playing this, let me know if you guys can actually hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear anything once I play it. So we're about to get into this now. Let's get into it, y'all.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is back.
Okay.
Okay. I'm watching this season.
Okay.
The second half is airing, and I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop a minute ago because I felt like it went through this weird phase. Like, what is this show about? Like, the essence of like Jocelyn, Stevie, Mimi, K Michelle, Carly, Kirk, Rashida. It was we loved that. And then new people came in who I like, and then something happened. But I'm really into this current season, and I'm happy the second half of the show is back. I'm happy you're doing the show. The trailer dropped, and we see that there seems to be this energy between you and Erica Dixon. And that Scrappy ate your cootie cat. I don't say the P word unless it's paid. But
Period. Period.
or period. Yes, with a T at the end. You said that Scrappy ate your cootie cat. When was the last time Scrappy ate your cootie cat, Diamond?
Is that a real question?
Uh-huh.
I'm doing my thing right now. I'm good. I'm practicing abstinence.
Did it happen in the year 2023? A girl never tells.
I was forced to have to tell that day.
Oh, why?
Cause this whole narrative, like we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this triangle narrative. Like we just in this triangle.
Are you,
Definitely
Scrappy,
not
and Erica in a love triangle?
Definitely not.
So what is going on? Because why did you feel the need to let Erica know that happened?
And that's a question that I got because she keep on saying that they're not in a love triangle and there is absolutely nothing going on with them, but you're arguing over him and you're arguing with his baby mama over him and you're doing a whole interview, not necessarily just talking about this situation, but you're pretty much trying to clarify certain things about this situation as if we really care. Like, what is there to clarify? Why do you feel like you need to prove anything to any of us at this particular point anyway? That's the point that I'm trying to figure out. Like, what are you trying to clarify, and why do you think that any of us give a damn? Because we really don't. So it's just like, but all you're doing is making us want to watch Love and Hip Hop, and you're doing a good job at that. But for her to say this is not a love triangle and she decided to do this interview just so she can, box that narrative up and throw it somewhere else, I'm like, okay, girl, but what? Okay, if this is not what it is, then what is it? If it's not a love triangle, then what is it? If you're not really fucking with Scrappy in that particular manner, then what are you fucking with him as? Because obviously you fucking with her. So what's really going on, Diamond? I'm just trying to understand. Because there's something going on. Either y'all was fucking, y'all was in a relationship, or it was a situationship, and Erica came in and put all your plans into another situation. Because I'm trying to understand what's really going on. I'm not trying to make it seem like you lying. I'm just trying to get a better understanding as to what is going on here. Okay, let's continue on.
Because she said that she had to send him home several nights. And I was like, okay, cool. But she kept like pushing the envelope, reiterating. I'm like, okay, well, this is some new news for me. Are y'all fucking? Because I just want to make sure we're not cross contaminating. If that's the case,
Like E. coli?
I don't know if that should have been the right word.
So some cross contamination, because the cross contamination you did say was that Scrappy ate your cootie cat and your booty hole. So was that a cross contamination that occurred too?
Oh my God. I was drunk.
But did it happen?
Have I ever lied to you?
Nah, look, bitch. For what I know, no. So are you and Scrappy back dating, or y'all just having fun, having sex? Like what?
Well, it was a time to where we were just like kind of having fun. Coloring is what I call it. Which
Coloring outside the lines?
out and inside the lines.
Also, Scrappy's been inside your line.
Oh wow. It was a point of time. And I'm single, he's single. I don't report to anybody. I live a a rich bitch, stress-free lifestyle. So I do what I want, when I want, with whom I want. And I'm sure he's free to do the same. He's a single man. But what we're not gonna do is paint the narrative like this is a Jocelyn, Mimi, and Stevie J situation. Because it's
So he's single to do whatever he want to do, but he's out here canoodling with Erica Dixon, and you got a problem with that, I guess. And Erica got a problem with what he's doing with you. This whole thing is so damn crazy, and I'm really, my head is hurting trying to figure this shit out. I'm just being honest. My head is hurting trying to figure this motherfucking shit out, because it's like, what the fuck is really going on here? Like, you saying that you doing this to fight the narrative that you're trying to fight. I don't get what you're trying to say. And I don't want to repeat myself, but I can't help myself at this particular moment, because I am sincerely, genuinely trying to understand what she's absolutely trying to say and what she wants to say. Because I don't get it. It ain't making no damn sense to me. It's just not making no sense to me. None. Once again, y'all, I'm aware that Martell was arrested. We're gonna have a whole live discussing that later on today. This live is not about Martell. Okay. 3 people didn't already put it in this chat already. I already know. We'll be talking about it later today. Okay. Y'all really want me to talk about that. But we're gonna talk about it later. Let me see. Somebody said she's sounding good and stupid. Child. Okay. How you big mad, but then say that you single and that you don't have to answer to nobody. Right. I'm still giving Diamond and Erica clown faces. That's all I can get them right about now. Cause I'm just girl, what is this about? And why are we doing interviews about it? That's my whole thing. What is this about, and what are we doing interviews about it for? You feel what I'm saying? But okay, girl, get your attention.
not. And I'm not, here to shade anybody or anything like that. But I don't start nothing. But if you come at me, and I'm not the same person I was 11 years ago, where I would just take the high road and not say nothing. Like, I have a family and friends that care about me. I have a son, and I have an image that I work, and a brand that I work so hard to build. So I'm not gonna let Erica Dixon or anybody tarnish that just because you need some camera time. We know you have no motion. Your store's been under renovation for how long? You're not getting booked. So, and I didn't know it was an issue. I really didn't know it was an issue. I was confused. I was shocked. So I don't know. I was shocked. So
You were shocked that the store was still renovating, or you were shocked that?
both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That why are you coming at me? Because we've had history in the past, beef.
She told me that she tried to come at you and you ran away from her the way Celie ran away from Mista in The Color Purple.
Girl, bye. The only thing I'm running to is the motherfucking money, okay? And I just seen her New Year's Eve in Magic City, which I can show you on my phone. Who's running, sweetie? She's probably talking about the first encounter when back in the day she had got a spare key made to Scrap's house. And my best friend, which wifey baby can attest to this, she was in there. His homeboy was in there. I was in there. We were just chilling in his room, just chilling. And she came into the room and went to swing on him. I ain't run from nobody, nowhere. And I literally just saw you. So she's a lot of talk. And I was shocked because the interview that you're talking about was brought to my attention from my family and friends too. That was done in May. Girl, why are you talking about me? I'm confused. Like, I'm confused. And I be trying to keep it cool because I love, her daughter. Like, that was my baby before my baby. Like, I have love and respect for her. And even throughout the breakup, I would check on her and keep in contact with her. And I'm just proud of the young lady that she's become. But at the same time, I'm a mom and I have a brand that I have to protect as well. I can't not stand up for myself because the love that I do, that I have for her. And I understand that, she's of age to where, you're in college, people see kids see things on social media and so forth, and you're kind of brought into that. So that's another reason why I tried for so long not to really speak on it and just take the high road. That's why I was shocked because in passing, I've seen Erica out before, this whatever. And it was like a what's up, hey, bye situation. It was no beef. There's no reason for us to beef. That was when I was a teenager. And then
In so many words, she's saying that Erica is not about that life, and she's saying that Erica is all talk and that she does not give the same energy that she gives on these interviews and on social media. Do you guys agree with that? Is not about that life, and that she's not giving what Diamond is saying that she, I just want to know what y'all think because, you know, I just want to know what y'all think about that. Because I remember watching that interview. I remember when Erica did an interview with Carlos King. And I remember when, she told Carlos that Diamond had ran from her. I definitely remember her saying that. She said that Diamond ran from her. She said that Diamond didn't want no problems. And she said she came on Love and Hip Hop to confront Diamond, and Diamond really wasn't having it. She did say that. And that was a couple of months ago, right before Love and Hip Hop aired over the summertime. So that was definitely said. She did say that. Oh my God. She definitely said that. So let's continue.
and you've always been number two. You was never the main chick. You was always number two. I got the ring first. And even with your new situation, why are you so invested in your first baby daddy? You should be trying to figure out what's going on with your second baby daddy. Or why you had these kids knowing that he was in a relationship with a whole nother woman. So don't come fuck with me, because I'm going to tell her how T.I. is. This ain't the same Brittany Diamond from 11 years ago. So if you try to come for me when I ain't sent for you, I'm going to send you right the fuck back on to where the fuck you at. Keep it cute and tell the truth at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the one or the two. I don't bother nobody. So that's another reason why I wanted to have this conversation with you, because I was shocked when it was brought to my attention. I'm like, what happened? Why are you lying? Why are you talking about me? I'm confused. But again, I understand, and Scrap said that he wanted to bring her on board, on the show. We help him get some coins in her pocket. That's fine. That's your baby mom. I didn't have a problem. And I still don't have a problem. But I can't be controlled. I pay my own bills. I don't need you. Any guy that I date, I want you, but I don't need you. So I can't be controlled by that narrative. She needs this narrative to get back on television. I literally came onto the show to defend myself because it was portrayed like I was a homewrecker through his marriage, which I was not. Apparently, the marriage was already broken. A. B, I realized years ago, me not speaking up for myself hurt me more than me just going live a couple months ago on my rant. It helped me more than me not saying anything at all. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come on this show, to have your back as a friend, but also to clear the air for my name and my brand, because we're not gonna run with this. I let that be done to me 11 years ago, and I had to go through so much to clear my name and fix my brand from being talked about to say X, Y, and Z. It's a new day now. I worked too hard to get where I am before I let anybody try to tarnish what I built or to try to attach themselves to what I built. If you want to attach yourself, then we just gonna tell the truth.
But my thing is, what took her so long to defend herself? Because so many years, it has been a narrative put out there. No lies. It has been a narrative put out there. And she's allowed it to be a narrative. Like, she ain't never said nothing. She never spoke up for herself or anything of that nature. And I've always wondered, and just listening to her in this interview, and she's saying that she came on the show so she can defend herself. Okay, that's great, but really, what are you defending yourself against? Are you but you're saying that you going on the show to defend yourself, but you're still fucking with the person that had a name and fucking up your reputation, so to speak. Like Scrappy is a part of the reason why people were calling your ass a home wrecker. Like, let's keep it a bean here. Like, the main person that is fucking y'all over is the person that y'all can't seem to leave alone, and that is Scrappy. Y'all can't seem to stop fucking with him, and he's the main reason why y'all in the predicaments that y'all are in. Y'all sitting up here mad with each other, but not necessarily mad at him. Y'all be mad with him for 10 seconds and then be right back with him, but then y'all stay mad at each other for eternity. I don't understand. I just got to keep it a book with you. I don't understand it. I don't understand at all. It makes no sense to me. But okay.
Make it make sense.
Okay. I have a lot to ask you now. Do you feel like you're responsible for Erica eating off of Love and Hip Hop right now?
But you know that they wanted me first and I turned it down. Ask yourself that question.
Now why am I in it?
What I say to you, she's always been what? Second choice. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm confused. Cause when them cameras go up, people act a whole nother kind of way. I'm confused. Like Mama D, like I love Mama D. Mama D, she has evolved to be such a nurturing, like everybody's mom type situation. Like I'm so proud of her growth. And, you know, she apologized to me about the things that were done in the past. I apologized to her about the things that were done in the past. And she literally has been, as she said, a grandma to my son. And they have their relationship. I go over some Sundays and eat, you know, my son. Um, she got him gifts and she catered for his birthday party when my father passed away. It's been a week now. It was last Friday this time. She cooked for the repast. You know, so I think that was kind of like another thing that affected me. It was like his family and friends were affected by the breakup. My family and friends were affected by the breakup. A lot of my people were still friends with him, you know, still cool with him. But I kind of just cut off all communication, you know. So I'm thankful that now I have that relationship. But at the same time, I know that's still your son and you still have to ride for your son. And I understand because I'm a mom. That's why, you know, we had that conversation. I understood whether I agree with it or not, the way you move, because my son is 7, but you can't tell me when he turned 37 that I'm gonna stop defending him. I'm gonna ride for him, right, wrong, good, bad, ugly. I'm gonna tell him about himself, but I'm still gonna be there for him, you know? So that's what I think kind of matured me in my area to really understand her more as a mom, you know?
Does
So you understand her as a mom now, but she was one of the main ones that was ruining your name, calling you a hoe, saying all kinds of stuff about you on Love and Hip Hop, and now y'all are cool. Can somebody? I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't. I cannot be cool with someone that up my reputation. Like, I get you not fucking with Scrap, but Mama D ain't no better. And that is real talk. Mama D is no better. So how the hell are you cool with her? And when did y'all get so cool? Didn't you threaten to fight her? Didn't she threaten to fight you, Diamond? Because there was word on the curb was that when you was on Love and Hip Hop for a split second, Mama D threatened to fight you and you left. Okay. Let's continue, child.
it get physical between you and Erica this season on Love and Hip Hop?
She all bark, no bite.
She said that one of the main reasons she wanted to get on Love and Hip Hop was to confront you and to, you know, handle some business.
Handle what?
That was when she was first approached to be on Love and Hip Hop season 1, and she knew you were in the mix. She was sitting on ready.
You see me, the times that he's lied to the both of us back in the day, girl, I done came up and popped up at your house several times. A bitch pull up to my house, she gonna leave on the stretcher. I'm just letting you know. So where's all this coming from? Again, we know you have no motion. You need some camera time. The shop is still under renovation. You just had new beautiful babies. I'm still trying to figure out why you so invested in your first baby daddy. You should be trying to figure out what's going on with your second baby daddy.
What is going on with the second baby daddy?
Why you can never post him on your page.
Why is that?
As I said, she's always been number 2. She's good at being a baby mom. She's good at being a baby mom. At this point, the gloves is off because I'm not finna keep letting y'all play with me.
Now, if now I'm gonna tell you this now. It is a fact that Erica does not post her other baby daddy. We don't even know who her other baby daddy is. She would never let us know who her other baby daddy is. She always kept him private. And what I'm getting from this is that okay. And I believe that's what Scrappy always do. Scrappy was pillow talking. Cause how does Diamond know who Erica baby daddy is and what Erica other baby daddy got going on? The only way that she would know that is by talking to Scrappy. And Scrappy was probably talking to Diamond, pillow talking, telling all the business. Cause he was talking about anybody, speaking negatively about Erica to anybody that will motherfucking listen. And he told Diamond and gave her that ammunition. And that's why she sent her ass on this interview talking shit. You cannot tell me that Scrappy did not tell Diamond none of this shit. You cannot tell me that. I know he did. I know he did. I know he did. In the beginning of Erica's relationship, she did post that man on her page. I seen it for myself. Is that the same man, or didn't she have a relationship with somebody else? Cause I don't know. Cause I did not know if it's the same man or not. But she would never say who he was though. So I don't know. We can go ahead and continue.
Is the man married?
He's in a relationship.
Was he in a relationship when they were?
Yeah. And she ain't leaving him. She's still with her man. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Who's still with the man?
The girl that's with her second baby father. His name.
So are we gonna see that this season?
You gonna see what?
Erica's baby daddy and all that drama going on, child.
No, she's invested in her first baby daddy. That's how I know that you need motion. So when we got into it with each other, I'm like, why are you over here? Me and Mama D was having a conversation. I'm like, oh, you need some motion. You could have told me this ahead of time before we came in here. I could have we could have came up with a fake argument, a little plan, we could have came up. I'm a team player now.
You're offering charity.
I'm just saying.
Okay. You're a philanthropist? Oh, okay. You got a 501c3?
I do. Nonprofit.
Okay.
I do.
Not a foundation. Okay, writing checks. Get that tax write-off?
Yep.
Okay. So you...
I'm just saying, though.
I
don't mess with nobody, Carlos.
Listen, I will say this about you, and I'm being very honest. I've known you for over a decade. You are very sweet, and you do keep to yourself. I don't know too many people that would turn down an opportunity to get on a hit reality show, possibly making so much money off of the music and the appearances. I would never forget, you said to me, Carlos, I will go to jail. I have a lot to lose. These people do not. I can't do this show. I get it. I love you. You kept saying, I like you a lot, Carla. Let's stay in touch.
Yeah.
You said, but I got too much to lose. Because you don't realize, this is real life. And the moment they come at me, you're going to have to take me to jail, bail me out.
That's why they had to have 3 security to stand in front of me. And she only had like 1.
So when you're seeing these videos of Scrap and Erica on vacation, hanging out, bumping and grinding on the beach.
After me and him went on vacation? I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I forgot.
Okay. What I tell you? Always number 2. I've already done this, baby. Everything you're doing, I've already done. And the only reason why you're able to do that is because I removed myself from the situation. I pulled back from the situation. And my turning point for me was when my father started to get sicker and sicker and sicker. And the amount of energy, the love and support, and a number of other things I'm not going to say because I'm not here to bash him, bash nobody really, but I'm just speaking facts. I had to reserve my energy and put that energy into myself and my father. And then it became an issue like, why you ain't calling me? You ain't checking on me and this and that. And it's like, I'm the one that's going through something right now. I need all the love and support. Like, I'm sorry that I can't be there for you to the aspect that I've been there for you as a great friend this last year, but now it's my turn. I need that. And it kind of reminded me of the old things. It's like, okay, now it's about you. It's not about us as a team, us being great friends and being there for each other. Great things for me, for my father, through the whole him being on life support and the passing situation, but it wasn't as consistent as I would have been if, God forbid, something happened to one of his family members, his mother, his father, God forbid. And even as consistent that I had been there for him through his divorce when he was at his lowest point. But you know who did miss a beat? You know who did miss a beat?
Who?
Mama D.
That's beautiful to hear.
She did not miss a beat. And his aunt as well. They didn't miss a beat. She because the hospital was like 10 minutes from Mama D's house. She was like, you want to come over here and take a bath? You've been in that hospital? Because I went like 10 days without bathing. I was so depressed and I didn't want to leave.
10 days.
She's like, come over here and get a plate. I can come up there. I can sit with you, praying with you. And this, throughout so I didn't really have time to respond and do what I'm doing now. Like you said about all the things that have been going on online, because my focus was my father. And it's still very fresh. Because I've been having to work, I still haven't really mourned, which is scary because I don't know at what point will make me snap. That's what made me snap that day that number 2 and I got into it with each other.
Not number 2.
Because I'm literally just leaving the hospital just to come be here and support. It was Mama D's event. I'm just here to support her because she supported me. This is before he got really, really, really sick. He was sick, but it wasn't to all the stuff that I'm telling you about. But I was already dealing with that. So that her coming at me when I'm having a conversation with Mama D just made me snap because I'm already dealing with seeing my father pretty much die slowly right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So that changes you. It's traumatizing. I know at some point we all have to go through it and we all leave different ways. Some people suffer, some people just pass in their sleep. Some, it's peaceful, but to see him suffer like that day after day, all those tubes coming out of his, like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. You are a little shade assassin. I know you got it in you, Diamond Girl. You ain't. It takes a lot for me to gag.
No, it
The
doesn't.
thing, I'm gonna tell you what's funny.
Because she's gonna try to come back and do a part, come back and want to.
I know.
And they might come together because he was like, she talked about my baby mother. They might come sit down together.
Not together.
That's fine. Do what y'all got to do.
No, the thing about it is you are like straight face, serious, you say it, keep it moving. Yeah. That's why I'm laughing because I'm like, because you're dead ass.
Yeah. And I ain't even mad.
I think that's you know what? That's a better description.
Okay.
I can tell you're not even mad.
Because I don't even want it to look like I'm mad.
No,
that's
why it's funny to me because you really are like, Carlos, it is what it is. There's no.
I was in Bahamas and the trip to Hawaii was her friend's trip. He flew out there because I wasn't talking to him to just I guess get away or whatever. So it appeared like he put this whole trip on for her when it was already a trip with her friends that was going on in Hawaii. He just flew out there to kind of
First things first, if you're just now tuning in to the live, I'm well aware that this whole interview was not about this particular situation, but I chose to talk about this portion of the interview because that's the portion of the interview that y'all care about, because y'all don't care about nothing else besides this. So I'm well aware that this wasn't what this interview was all about. Just have to make that clear.
Be a part of that.
To make you jealous, you think?
Of course.
He's in love with you. You know that, right? Mama D knows it.
I mean, that was my turning point. I know that he loves me, and like I told you before, I love him as well. But I feel like me going through that with my father and you wanting to continue with this narrative, that meant more to you than you being there for me for my father. And that was all I need to see. That was what just made me be like, I'm done with it. And I'll speak when I see you. And we're cool because he just texted me the other day and said, can he pick up Princeton to take him and his son to go to a wrestling match? And, I'm like, we're not messing with each other on that level, but I know that you love my son. He's done things, find more things financially for my son than his own father. His father had a stroke when he was 1 year old. That's another traumatizing thing. I had to literally bathe him, wipe him. His speech is not all the way back to where it was. He still have his shit about him. I love my baby dad to death, but he'll be in his feelings if he see me kind of out dating or doing this, that, and the third, and then don't want to do what he's supposed to do to try to get back at me or because he's mad at me type situation. So I am thankful for the things that Scrap has done for my kid and loved him like I've loved his kid as well. And Mama D and the aunt and so forth. So it's no beef, it's no beef at all.
Do you have a relationship with Bambi?
That's funny. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't. But one thing I will say that's funny, when me and Soldier Boy stepped out that day, when Freddie O took pictures of us at the car show, I remember Freddie O asking me, are you doing this because of Bambi? And at the time, I'm like, Bambi. I didn't know this was the same Bambi because my girlfriend, Cougar, which is here as well, me and her met in 2019, and she worked for Don Diva magazine and had a casting agency. At that time, Bambi reached out to her to come move to Atlanta and be in some of her music videos. Um, when I broke up with Scrap back in the day, I stopped talking to everybody that wanted to still be cool with him and me. It was like, you got to pick a side, in my feelings, family, whatever the case. And I feel back from her. We didn't fall out. We just more so like, okay, she wanted to be neutral and just like, I'm not in it. I just want to be cool with both of y'all. And I'm like, no, you got to pick a side. I just feel back, and I moved to California, and she casted a music video for Scrap and had Bambi to be on a music video.
Mm.
And I think that's when they took it serious. But I do remember the seconds. Okay, I met her one time because she had made these earrings and she was begging my friend Cougar, was like, I want to meet her. I want to meet her. I want to sell her these earrings. And I got her as my ringtone. I want to meet her. I want to meet her, whatever. But I never could really hang out. I think it was really, really quick. I never could hang out because I was always with him. But when I went back home, which people don't know, the whole Soldier Boy situation, we were trying to figure it out. I went home for about 60 days, maybe 3 months. Cap One had a party and he was like, let's go to Cap One party, 2 Chainz friend. He was like, I want to show him some love. That was the first time I really saw her in person because he actually introduced me to her and was like, this my homegirl, Bambi, whatever. Not even thinking then, it's the same Bambi Freddie was asking me about, So this whole home wrecker and all this other narrative that she went around with, girl, when we were together and we was in the same house and we was trying to figure it out, apparently you was in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no sympathy for you. I mean, I don't wish bad on anybody as far as going through a divorce, because they say that's like damn near like losing a loved one, like
Yeah, they
dealing
call
with
it a death.
death, dealing with a death.
Mhm.
But, I was not like I'm finna be friends with you because I didn't forget, and
Is it true that when you and Scrappy were living together, that Bambi went into the house and she was one of the women that he was cheating on you with?
but I guess he don't call it that because he say that's when we were on our break situation. But yeah, it was my house. And Erica came over there as well.
Mm.
Erica and Bambi came over your house to sleep with Scrappy?
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but I know they definitely came to the house.
During the first half of Love and Hip Hop, when Bambi and Scrappy were moving out the house and they were talking about the reason why they're divorcing, Bambi made a comment alleging that she went through his phone and saw him texting you and messages with you. Were you having were you coloring in your coloring book with Scrappy and his crayon, coloring in the lines while he was married to Bambi?
No, but we were texting each other, and it probably wasn't appropriate. But the times that um he would have asked me to come to his room, it wasn't like we were just there alone. Again, a lot of his friends are my friends. So it could have been a party vibing situation, and we had not been apart from each other. We had been apart from each other for 11 years, and we were friends. We were childhood friends first. That's a lot of ground to cover. Like he's sharing pictures of his kids. I'm sharing pictures of my son. Like, oh, you remember this happened? Well, what was you at when this person died? And you know what I'm saying? It was just more so that it was like, it was always people around us type situation. But the whole texting and that was definitely out of line. We probably shouldn't have been married. So I do take accountability in that because, of course, I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade or trying to, you know, add any additional issues in a situation. But he was definitely going through issues and he was at a low point because when we re-linked up on tour, I was his op and he was my op. I wasn't trying to speak to him. So when he kept telling people he wanted to talk to me, I'm like, what do you want to talk about, sir? But it was just more so for closure. Like, look, we getting this money together. We cool with each other. I don't have no issue with you. Hopefully you don't have no issue with me. Like, I just want to be cool type situation. And then from there, it just turned into something fun, just free. Like, we cracking jokes up at each other. It ain't awkward because it's like we would be in a room and people like, well, we know they ain't speaking to each other. Well, let's do it. It was like we made other people, whether it be Trillville or my other group members or whoever else on the tour, have to do more work. And everybody's happy, reuniting, we get money, we connecting with fans. It's like, what's the real issue here? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't tripping. I really don't. I can't. That shit happened so long ago. I ain't tripping. You ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It was more so that. So,
Diamond Girl, you have a lot going on. I'm happy you used this opportunity to clear.
Okay, that's about it. I think that's it, y'all. So let me give y'all some closing commentary on this because it's really not that much to give. Shout out to the 138 people that's up in here. And shout out to Janice who's in the chat. She said, I look exhausted. Honey, I am. Like, I literally woke up out of my nap just to do this live, child. I am very exhausted. What I'm getting from this is that Diamond is mad about the way that she was portrayed over the last couple of years. Okay. She was portrayed as a home wrecker. She wanted to let everybody know that Erica was second best to her. She was always second and never number one to her. I don't know why we always talk about these numbers and who was number one and who was number two and who was this and who was that. Like, why do we give a fuck about numbers? Because if I'm involved with a man, I'm not taking no number. I'm not ever taking no number. If I got to take a number just to prove myself, if I got to take a number just to be in your presence, and if I got to take a number just to be with you, then you can. So then, if that's the case, then you and your motherfucking numbers. Like, that's how I feel about it. She's always been number two. She always been number two. She always, girl, really? My thing is that you want to clear your name now. But this is what's been said about you for many, many years. So why didn't you take the opportunity a long time ago to clear your damn name? That's how I feel about it. And I know there is no time limit to speaking up for yourself because you can speak up for yourself whenever you want to. Because there's a lot of situations where I haven't spoken up for myself. I just let people say whatever the fuck they want to say and think whatever the fuck they want to think. Because I probably didn't give a, honestly, that's probably why I never said nothing because I really didn't give a, but I'm just saying. And then you're bragging about, well, she went on vacation with him after I went on vacation with him. Okay. And you're a damn fool. You're saying it's not a love triangle, but he's clearly going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You knew he was married to Bambi when you was texting him. You talking about, well, it may have been a little inappropriate. Girl, it ain't no may have been. It was in a damn appropriate. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Diamond? And now you finna get your ass on Love and Hip Hop and make a plump fool of yourself. And I'm gonna be right here talking about you making a fool of your motherfucking self for my entertainment. I'm just being honest with you. I'm really being honest with you. That's how I feel about it. Like, girl, what is your problem? What are you doing? Do you not realize how crazy you look right now? Because you look crazy. And another thing about Diamond that I never really cared for is that Diamond has always put herself on this pedestal like she was high and mighty and better than people. I remember when she was on that show, Sisterhood of Hip Hop, and I just wasn't here for her because she had this attitude about herself like she was so much better than the rest of them girls on the show. And, and, and honestly, oh my God. And honestly, she ain't never been that good of a rapper. I never cared for her music. Never cared for it. Thank you for the super chat. And yes, I already know. I know. I know. We're talking about this on another video. Um, but yeah, it's just like I just never understood it. And she's known for Crime Mob. She's known for the stilettos, the pumps in the club. Like, she's known for that. She's known for rocking your hips and waving and sipping. She's known for that. She ain't really known for her solo stuff. And now she's known for fighting over Scrappy. So it is what it is, Diamond. That interview really didn't do anything for me. You know, it was a decent interview. Like I said, it was a good interview though. Like, outside of, her talking about Erica and Scrappy and Bambi, it was a decent interview to hear about her past with Crime Mob and how it got started and stuff like that. Like, that was the thing. But she comes across as bitter right now. She do. She comes across as bitter. And that's just it. So I don't know how y'all feel about the interview, but that's how I feel about the interview, and that's how I feel about what she was saying. Now we're about to go ahead and we are about to get up out of here because Love and Hip Hop is coming on in less than 30 minutes. So y'all do know that I'm going live for Love and Hip Hop, my Love and Hip Hop review right after the show. So make sure you guys tune into that. And then I'll be going live later on tonight for the Martell stuff. Okay. So because y'all just gonna keep on coming up in here saying something about Martell left out and told y'all that I know already. Woo! But soon as this is over, I'm gonna make the link for the Martell live and make sure you guys set your reminders for that and all that other good stuff. So I'm gonna see y'all the next time I see y'all is for the Love and Hip Hop live review right after the show. And then after the Love and Hip Hop live, maybe about an hour and a half later, we'll be going live about Martell. So we'll be up out of here. Now, before we go, we got to pay some bills first, okay? So first things first, our very own Tremel from the Chasing Panel. He will be he will be I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm still very sleepy. Tremel has a new song out called Long Days. It's available everywhere for purchase and streaming. So make sure you guys cop it and support him. Bando has a song out called Bando's Dream, which is now available on Spotify, Apple Music, as well as the YouTube. And the same goes for Bando's other record, DUI. Make sure you guys support both Tremel and Bando. Both of these people are great people, and they're near and dear to me, so make sure you guys support them. With that being said, you guys, I am Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also share the video and do what you need to do with that. And also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. Until my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta live, I will see you guys a little bit later. Ciao.